Welcome to Dragon Cycle number 3. In this version of the Dragons, we'll head towards the Dragon Splits. We'll be in the pose for about 5 minutes, but as always, please listen to your body. If you need to come out before 5 minutes, please do so. Start on all fours on your hands and knees, and then just step your right foot between the palms. First, let's get the alignment just right. Walk the front foot forward until the knee is right above the heel. And as much as you can, tuck the back toes under and slide the back foot away so you get nice and low into this pose. Now check how the back knee feels. If this is too much for the back kneecap, put a towel or a blanket or some sort of support underneath the knee. That may make this more accessible for you. Another option is to use a cushion underneath the shin so that the knee is not actually on anything. That way the knee can be floating. The best way to take pressure off the back knee is, of course, to lean into this one. So let the hips come forward. We'll start with the baby dragon. Have the hands on either side of the front foot. Rest your chest onto the thigh. And then just let the weight of your upper body sink the hips forward and down. If you like, you can put a block underneath the outside hand. Some people prefer a block underneath both hands. Just come to the place where you can feel something. This is our first edge. And then we just let this marinate. Just hang out here for time. Up, maybe a little bit deeper. You can move the hips a little bit lower and more forward, slide the back knee a bit further away. Again, just hang out where you can feel something. When you feel it's time to go deeper, we're going to come to the high flying dragon. Begin this in stages. First stage is to bring the outside hand onto that front thigh. Make sure you're not going to move the hips, and then bring both hands onto the knee. And this puts more weight into the hips, simply leaning all your weight now on the front leg. And this may be juicy enough. You can stay here, or if you know you can do it without moving the hips backwards, you can lift the chest up. As you bring the chest up, there's more stress now through the hips, so you're getting a deeper stress on the top of the back leg. That's your quadriceps. We're going to need that area opened out for the dragon splits to come. So just hang out here for a little bit. Now the more flexible students, if you want, you can come into a little bit deeper of a back bend by bringing that outside hand up. You sink the hips down, and you come into more of an arch. You can drop the head back and look up. Now this is a little bit more yang-like, so it might be a little bit unstable here. So if this feels too unstable, just come back to the earlier versions. Otherwise, stay here for a few breaths. Let this soak in. Then bring the hands back to the floor. Ready for the splits. We want to do this one in stages as well. You can move your block just beside your hip. Start to move the front foot forward. And do this slowly. Don't be really aggressive with this one. Move forward, stop, wait for the body to open up. When you feel you can go forward a bit more, let the front foot come forward a bit more. Some people prefer to move the back foot backwards. That can also work. Just keep going until you naturally find an edge. Eventually that front foot will point up. Now if you're low enough that you can actually support your hips onto a block, you can hang out here. And now you have some options. You no longer have to have all the weight into your hands. Maybe you can bring the hands up to the high splits, or you can fold over the front leg. Now the nice thing about the blocks is they have different height settings. So you can start with a high setting. After a minute or so you can come to the medium setting, if your body allows. Hang out here for a bit. The juiciest version may be just folding over that front leg. Time to come out, there's no way you're physically just going to pop up here. So it might be nicer first to move the back knee forward. Tuck the back toe under, move that back knee forward. Do that a couple of times. That frees up the front leg. Then you can bring the foot back, and now the body's really craving down dog, so enjoy this transition. Downward facing puppy. Take your dog for a walk if you like. Linger here for as long as you want. When it's time, come to child's pose. When it's time, you can slowly roll up, prepare for your next posture. Remember, if you are doing the second side, make sure you step the other foot forward for the second side.